Warning, viewers' discretion advised. This game is rated PEGI 18 or rated M for mature. This game will have intense violence, blood and gore, and language. There will be body dismemberment, decapitation, crucifixion, zombie and demon slaying, as well as buckets of blood, and more blood, and more blood. There will also be traps and pitfalling as well. So if you're uncomfortable with watching something like this, then step away now, look away now, or click off now. But if you're into this kind of game, then by all means, you may enjoy the video. What's up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? Stormstriker SX9 here with another Stormstriker SX9 Plays Let's Play Long Play series. And the game that I will be starting for this will be, let me show the background first. That may give you a little hint on what this game will be. It recently joined the guild known as Xbox Game Pass, PC Game Pass. It's also available on Steam. It's also on PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5, as well as PC through Battle.net. The game in question is Diablo 4. Yep, I will be playing Diablo 4. Just know that the parts that I've recorded are pre-streamed from my Twitch channel, so it will be partially pre-recorded content with commentary over it. So bear in mind, I've already done a few parts for this, so hope you guys enjoy what I've recorded up to where I am now. But all in all, hope you guys enjoy. If you do, don't forget to click the like button, comment below, share with your friends, out of parents, and click that subscribe button, and also click the notification bell to know when I upload new videos. Just note that each part for Diablo 4 will be 2 hours long, so if you enjoy this kind of game, then sit back, relax, and your drinks, snacks, food, whatever you're doing, and hope you guys enjoy the gameplay. There will be a lot of action. As the warning said in the beginning, there will be blood and gore and intense violence and language, and yeah, zombie and demon slaying, obviously. But yeah, let's get into the video, and I hope you guys enjoy. So this is Diablo 4, and in this I will be playing I will let you see what class I pick, but just know that it's one that I like very much, and hope you guys enjoy. And I'm playing the Xbox One version of this game, which is also part of Xbox Series X as well, via cross-gen play. This game is also cross-play as well between Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. Don't know about the Steam version, though. I think the Steam version is standalone. But if you're playing this from the Xbox One, Xbox Series X, PS4, and PS5, and the PC Game Pass, those versions are crossplay. I don't know about the Steam version though. So yeah. I will be playing the Xbox /PC version of this game through the Game Pass. So yeah. As you can see, is Season of the Construct. That is the season they're doing right now for Diablo 4. And here are the characters you can pick for when you start the game. You got the Barbarian on the left. And then you've got the Necromancer right next to the Barbarian. Then in the center is the Wizard. Then right next to the Wizard on the right is the Rogue. And right next to the Rogue on the far right is the Druid. And the class that I choose for this one is the Necromancer. I do have a rogue as well as a wizard as well, as you saw on my character list. So I've already played enough of this game beforehand, so yeah. The rogue is my character that I'm playing personally. The Necromancer is one that I'm using for streaming. And then I have a character where it's non-seasonal, so I just experience the story, while the seasonal characters experience the new content. By the way, you do have the option to skip the campaign and do all the stuff for the seasonals, but I don't recommend it. If you want to experience the story beforehand, I recommend you go through all acts before you skip the story, the campaign. Because if you skip the campaign, you won't know, hey, what happened before all this, you know? So I recommend actually going through all the campaign and then do the seasonal stuff. Just bear in mind, I do like to go all over the place and loot and stuff like that, you know, go through dungeons and side quests and things like that as well. So I make sure I don't miss a single bit of it. This is where I'm creating my Necromancer. The graphics in this game is insane on the character creation. By the way, you can be male and female on each class as well. Forgot to mention that. And yes, you have the option to put it on hardcore, and you can also have the option to skip the campaign right on creation as well. And it's on season 3 right now, called Season of the Construct. The last season before this was called Season of the Blood. Season of Blood or something like that. And they already have an expansion coming out for this game as well. All right, here's a cutscene.
It was forged as a refuge from the war between the high heavens and the burning hells. Instead, it became a new battleground in this eternal conflict. A secretive group called the Horadrim has kept mortals safe. But now this once powerful order is a husk of what it was, and centuries ancient creators have returned to claim the hearts of humankind. This is the story of their downfall.
Alright, here we are. That wolf, by the way.
Find better shelter before I freeze.
Pretty creepy looking wolf, right? A wolf with no face. But you see his skull. That's called the bloodied wolf. By the way, Diablo and Bale also have an animal form as well. I'm not going to say what it is until later on. I don't want to spoil it. Let the video speak for itself. Yeah. So yeah, the character that I made is a necromancer, and what I'm going to be doing with the necromancer is going to be basically summoning my little skeleton army.
Another abandoned town.
Demons everywhere. Fangs in the dark.
He bit me!
Careful! He's a wild one.
What's it to you?
Oswen, hush! I'm sorry, Wanderer. You've come at a difficult time. This madman just stumbled into town and started causing trouble.
Demons spilling from the ruins. Kill us all! Kill us all!
Ruins? What is he talking about?
Come, I'll explain. There is evil staring in the ruins to the north. That poor monk back there must have gone inside. Even a holy man like him was driven mad by whatever he saw.
Brought these down from Kiovashad.
And I'm one for using a two-handed scythe for my necromancer as well. Well, two-handed weapon more precisely, but yeah. But if you want to use a
protect us from whatever is out there. We have nowhere else to turn.
Want to use a one-handed
Evil
weapon?
is
Go
gathering
for
strength in those ruins. I will bring it to heal.
Truly? Oh, thank you.
All right, we're about to do our first dungeon, and we just leveled up. Well, I'm calling it a dungeon because that's what it is to me, anyways.
What's that? You say something?
If Devmir's taking up all the space by the fire, just give him a shove.
Fire's looking good, but I should watch it a little longer to make sure it doesn't go out.
I'm sorry, it's a bit cramped.
It's still better than a cave.
All right, let's go. We're headed to our first dungeon. Well, quest. By the way, those aren't any ordinary wolves that I'm killing, by the way. Those are demon wolves. So, yeah. They will bite you on sight no matter how you look at them. Even with those bears. If you ever walked up to a bear in real life, would you just stand there? Let me know in the comments below. Or would you give them your food and run? It's not exactly Winnie the Pooh. Anyways. But if you're uncomfortable with watching me kill wolves and bears in this game, then you have to turn away. Just know that these ain't any ordinary wolves and bears that I'm killing. Some of them are zombie bears, zombie wolves, dire wolves, werewolves. So yeah, vampires are in this as well. Vampire bats. There are times where I even sold diseased wolves and bears as well in this. So it gets pretty rank as I get further into the game. Anyways, like I said, there's a lot of blood in this game too. Lots of gore. More than anything. I didn't really hear very much language though. More on the dismemberment of buckets of blood mostly.
Demons.
And I did stream this game directly from the Xbox as well, as why you don't hear my voice on there. I streamed it on Twitch, and as I'm posting this on YouTube, probably months later since I streamed it, this might be a July thing, set for July. So yeah. Probably July, August, and September. Probably all the way into October, depending on how far we go. I will be enjoying this game all year round since it was added to the Xbox and PC Game Pass. And yes, like I said, it's also on Steam as well. You can also normally play this through the Battle.net launcher as well on the PC without the Xbox and PC Game Pass. You don't really need it. You can still buy this through the Battle.net launcher and play it through that too. So that's another one that you can play it through the normal browser on the PC. Just note, if you're playing this from the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, and Series X, you're going to have to link your Battle.net account to your PlayStation and Xbox, so you're able to cross-play with people that are on the PC version. That's one of the tickets of being able to cross-play, by the way, on this game. And I do believe there's cross-play on the on Diablo 2 Resurrected as well, because that game is also on the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X, as well as Switch, Nintendo Switch. And each one of those is cross-play as well, and cross-game play. No, Diablo 4 is not on the Nintendo Switch if you're asking about that. If it does end up on the Switch, it'll probably be through the cloud version. It'll probably be a cloud version. If they do have... If they are going to be adding Diablo 4 to Nintendo consoles in the future, it'll probably be the next one that's coming. So that's what I'm guessing. The rumored Nintendo Switch 2, or whatever they're calling it. Pretty sure there will be a Nintendo version in the future, down the road, but it's not on there yet. And I wouldn't mind if they put Diablo Immortal on the Switch at some point too. That'd be pretty cool. Or even the Xbox and PlayStation as well. Diablo Immortal is pretty fun. It's free to play, free to download, but it does have stuff that you can purchase in-game. So this is basically the start, or the prologue of the game that I'm doing currently. Yeah, this is the prologue, the opening segment, and our first boss is in there. Well, more like a mini-boss. Not really a boss, it's a mini-boss. And you will be seeing me going into different dungeons in these videos where I'm looting and stuff. It'll be fun. Hope you enjoy the journey that we're about to take on here. That we just started. And it just started too. It's gonna get hairy as we go further in. And here comes my first boss. X-Fall the Scarred Bearer. X-Fall the Scarred Bearer. He's a level 3 boss. By the way, the demons will scale to your level as you level up. They will scale to your level. Come level up, they level up with you. All right. You do have a Book of the Dead when you're using the Necromancer. That's where you're able to basically how you summon your minions. You got your skeleton warriors, skeleton mages, and you also have your reapers, as well as a golem that you'll be able to get later on in the game. And you also have a skeletal priest as well that heals you. They'll also heal your minions as well. Alright, so we just killed our first boss, and now we have to go back to town. But it's about to get really weird in a minute, so yeah, another cutscene's about to happen. Here comes the first hairy cutscene. Alright. Sell some stuff. Here I go to put on the two-handed sword. It's only temporary though. Will I find something better?
The old ruins are clear. Your town should be safe now.
Truly. Ha! By the light, you are heaven sent. Oh, I'm so sorry. We haven't any coin to offer. But we have hot stew, good company, and...
Stay for a pint.
Wash out the taste of the stew.
We'd be honored if you'd join us.
To our savior!
Why does this look like a scene from Leatherface? Texas Chainsaw Massacre, oh my gosh. All that blood and gore, oh my gosh. Wow.
By mother's blood, by mother's body, so shall you witness her glory before you die. Not ready yet.
They're coming! The whole damned village! Get up! Get up! We have to fight our way out! There! Take them! May the light preserve us. Lost souls!
mention, there's going to be hangings in this game as well.
You are blessed like us now.
That was all of them. Light willing. Madman. Those heretics drugged me after I returned from the ruins. Just like you. I came to my wits and escaped. Tried to get inside the chapel, but it was locked and... What manner of evil is this? Petals? Of blood?
They must have fed them to me.
A blasphemous ritual. How did they learn this? Perhaps the answer lies in the chapel. They kept it locked up for a reason. The key might be on that woman who was leading them.
All right. There's the petals of blood that we just puked out.
Blood petals. Like the ones I was fed. Is this real?
Shameful. Our Father has granted you a path to salvation. And yet, you stray from it at every opportunity. You drink and gamble. You covet and steal. Shameful.
Sin is their birthright. My children. The Lords of Hell are coming to devour our world. Salvation lies not in the light, but in you. The faith has taught you to deny your heart's desire and turned you into a prisoner within yourself. Break the chains and discover who you were meant to be. Break the chains and be beautiful in sin.
You came to thank the light.
The reason why...
I cannot do that here.
The reason why I cut out the rest of that scene is because, let's just say it's not safe for YouTube.
I dragged you here and put this cursed place to the torch. What happened to you in there?
I saw a vision. A horned demon. She said the Lords of Hell are coming. She wanted to help the people survive.
Help them?
She called them her children, and they welcomed her like a mother.
Mother? No. It cannot be.
I must report to the cathedral. Listen, there is a hermit to the northeast. A man of questionable loyalty, but he knows of the forbidden. He might be useful to us. Bring him to the cathedral in Kyovashad, and you will be in the light's favor. Looking for the town priest. He stopped sending tithes, and I came to find out why. As I neared the village, I sensed darkness around the ruins. I went to investigate. Found the priest's body. Demons. Foolishly, I took shelter in Nevesk and ate their food. You know the rest. Do not call her that. It is a demon, Lilith. The Gospel says that she will walk among the people, posing as the Mother of Sanctuary. If she is here, it is humankind's own sin that has brought her. He surrounds himself with dark knowledge. Tread carefully, and pray he has not fallen to Lilith as well.
Like I said, I had to cut that scene short because the next part of it would have been not safe for YouTube or Twitch.
I cannot do that here.
Now we're going to find the hermit. The hermit's name is Lorath. But yeah, this will be a fun game to stream. Yes, I'm recording my Twitch streams from before. That's how I'm recording it for my YouTube. I would have exported it instead, but I gotta be able to add my voice to it, you know? See? Twitch. There it is. Twitch. There's proof. They're also streamed in 720p, so I wanted to record it to upscale it to 1080p, you know? I'm hearing that Twitch can't really handle 1080p very well, so mainly stream on Twitch in 720p. And if I want to put it on YouTube, I can upscale it to 1080p. Make it look somewhat better. Yeah. I mean, at first I was just gonna export the streams without voice, but you know, I wouldn't have been able to have the layout and stuff added to it, or except for the thumbnail or the warning in the beginning of the video. Like I said, I streamed this straight from the Xbox Twitch. And when you're streaming straight from the Xbox to the Twitch, you're not using your assets from OBS or Streamlabs OBS or whatever device you use to stream with on the computer. So you're not able to have your layouts and stuff when you're doing it through the Xbox or the PlayStation Store. No, the PlayStation sort of has its own layout, sort of, but it's through their system. But for the Xbox side, you're not even able to see chat. Which I wish they would have the Twitch chat to the Twitch streams on Xbox, you know? But I would have streamed this from the PC version, where I could have the layouts and everything. But I decided, hey, it's on Game Pass, I'll stream it from the Xbox. I'm basically streaming my experience as I play it. That's what I was doing. So the next parts after this may not have my voice in it, just letting you know. So this first part may be the only one that has my voice in it. And the warning in the beginning as well. This will probably be the first one to actually be pre-recorded with voice. But the others will be exported. Each part are basically two hour segments. Some of them are almost 3-hour segments. So yeah. Up to this point I've done 5 sessions so far. So I splitted some of those sessions into 2 parts, so there's going to be 7 parts so far. So hope you guys enjoy this. I started streaming this 3 days ago. I started streaming this on the day it came out to the Game Pass, which was March 29th when it hit Game Pass. March 29th is when it hit Game Pass, 2024. I started streaming it on March 30th. So these videos may not be added to YouTube until around July, and I'm planning on putting them on Friday. So it'll be a pretty good Friday. It'll probably be for Friday afternoon or evening rather than mornings. And I will be setting them to premiere as well. Oh no, I'm breaking the fourth wall as I talk! Just letting you know that each part will be set to premiere, so it'll be like it's streaming from YouTube.
Is anyone here?
But it's basically premiering it. You know, like a pre-live stream.
What are you hiding back here?
So right now we're in Lorath's abandoned cabin.
Young, freshly turned, an easy kill. Further south than the others. They're spreading.
Another cutscene. That's Lorath right there, or the Hermit, as they call it. And Zack Attack, if you're watching this, this is probably where you last played it, so there you go. If you want to play this with me, just let me know in the comments below.
Decency to join me for supper. I'm bloody hungry.
He's bloody hungry, Zack. Zack Attack.
That's quite the story.
I wish it wasn't true, but it is. Why did I have that vision?
Thank those friendly villagers. They gave you the blood of Lilith.
The blood of a demon.
Not just any demon. The daughter of hatred. The mother of sanctuary. She was banished ages ago. But this world is her creation. It was prophesied she would come back.
What does she want?
That's the question. Sanctuary has always been trapped amid the eternal conflict. A war between angels and demons. But Lilith serves neither side. She has her own plans for us.
And me? Am I corrupted?
Not sure yet. But you two share a connection. What will you do about it?
Use it. Find out what she's after.
Good. Then we're in this together. Rest while you can. Then we'll start in Kyovashad. If we can't stop Lilith, we'll all be damned.
That's the windswept cabin. Windswept cabin we were talking about, Zack Attack, that you just saw there. That's the windswept cabin.
This close to the city. Lilith's evil is spreading.
That's how far you are in the game. That's like very beginning of it, actually. These creatures here are from Diablo 2, the Fallen, and the Fallen Shamans. Actually, they've been in the game since Diablo 1. By the way, I do plan on streaming more Diablo 2 Resurrected as well as Diablo Immortal as well, so hope you be prepared for that. And I may also stream Diablo 3 as well. Future plans. I have a very good feeling that Diablo 2 Resurrected, Diablo 3 will be added to Game Pass at some point. For the PC and the Xbox Game Pass. Why wouldn't they? Diablo 3 is still very active to this very day with its seasonal stuff. Fallen Shaman, Fallens, and the Fallen Brutes. Some of these are from Diablo 3, by the way. The Fallen Brutes were introduced in Diablo 3. And the Fallen Overseer. There's also some Fallen that basically explode as well, like a grenade.
Beg you! Look out!
Oh, my first challenge. This was my first challenge that I did. In this challenge, you have to keep the survivors alive. And yes, you are on a timer. And we just got level 7. And with this kind of game, it's kind of hard to talk and play at the same time. So yeah. Hope you can hear me over the game, by the way. Fallen Slayer! That's a Fallen Slayer! I killed over 1,000 Fallen. I will probably stream Diablo Immortal in October. Probably be perfect for October. Same for Diablo 2 Resurrected. Will probably be for October as well. Why not?
Never thought I'd live to see all this. Angel Inarius. I'm sure you've heard the Cathedral of Light babbling about their Holy Father. Well, he's real. An angel walks among us. And when he learns that Lilith is here, blood will flow. They are ancient enemies. They'll drag the whole damn world into their feud unless we can stop it. Let's not linger. Kyovashad lies just ahead.
Now we're headed to the first town. It's called Kyovashad. I repeat, Kyovashad. I will be streaming this game on my Twitch on Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays, and Tuesdays. So if you ever want to catch a stream of this, that's when I stream it on Twitch. The time ranges between 8 a.m. to 12 a.m. So yeah. Yes, that's a long time for streaming, but you know what? Hey, that's my time. That's my time zone for streaming.
The city, you must
we have no time for this.
So yeah.
To enter Kyovashad, you must perform a cleansing ritual. It's a meaningless gesture, but some people take comfort in it.
How dare you?
Just let him through, lad. I've tried for years to get Lorath to do the ritual.
Fine, but this one stays.
I'll meet you inside.
Take a piece of holy cedar wood from the shrine. And
yeah, you have to do this to get into the town, by the way.
Then cast it into the brazier. As the
you can either pick the very bottom one or pick one of your 4 fears or whatever. I usually pick the bottom one, but yeah. It's not a good idea to pick the bottom one.
You must feel as though a great weight has been lifted from you. Welcome to Kyovashad.
Well, a man that old has lived through some dark days. Explains why he's so cross.
And I did do the beta for this. I did do the beta for this game when it first released last year, and I recorded that through my OBS onto YouTube. I didn't stream it back then.
So, what did you write on that piece of wood? Something about fear or cowardice, perhaps? Well, it matters little, I suppose. I'm off to the Dry Steppes in search of that pale man from your vision. I must know what part he plays in all this. But first, I need you to retrieve something of mine while I finish my negotiations. A merchant in the center of the city has it. Just tell him I sent you. Sacrificing, summoning demons, honing all the wonderful gifts that Lilith gave them. The cathedral loves to go on about him. His imprisonment in hell, his valiant escape, his glorious return here, the world he created. But they never mention how being tortured in hell for a few millennia turned you into an ass. There was a prophecy, yes. It foretold the rise of the prime evils, the return of Lilith and Inarius, the doom of our world. Inarius adopted the prophecy for his own selfish purposes, put it in the Cathedral of Light's gospel, and made it seem like he would be the hero to save us. Cracked hooves, sway back, cloudy eyes. This poor thing is practically crowbait.
You'll see the part where you're finally able to go online in a minute, by the way, after you do something. And this is where you, where the wardrobe is. You can change your wardrobe, change your appearance, and also change your effects. I do this more than once, by the way, on each session. I never say the same. I usually change it. like changing your clothes. You don't always want to look the same every day, you know? I do sort of fail this first attempt on changing my stuff as well. I forgot to click confirm. And then I had to do it a second time. So I may not show the second time I do it. So, yeah. Wait, I may have already done it. Wait. Yep. There we go. Don't forget to click confirm when you do this, because if you don't click confirm, it will not change. I made that mistake several times, actually.
Ah, so the old man's finally decided to buy it back. Knowing him, he didn't mention coin, did he? If he wants his weapon, you will need to pay. Wait. The old man sold me this too. Said he didn't need it anymore, but I think he'd want it back all the same. No charge.
The strange amulet. We're about to get to the part, Zach, where you're able to go online, so get ready. After you do this bit right here, then you're able to play online on Diablo 4.
He also gave me this amulet. What is it?
The Mark of the Haradrim. An ancient order of scholars and mages, sworn to protect Sanctuary from demons. These days, we are few in number. There is another Haradrim, Donan. His breadth of knowledge about demons is equal only to his hubris.
Sounds like he could help us.
You should seek him out in Skosglen. But don't forget about the cathedral. They'll be expecting you, and they might prove to be useful allies too.
You're not coming with me?
I'm going to the Dry Steppes to find out who that pale man is. Join me when you can, just be careful. Your ties to Lilith, the visions you see. You are the key to finding her and stopping whatever she has planned.
Alright, here is part 2 of session 1. Now I can play online, by the way. Zach, if you're still watching up to this point. See, now you can see other players are on there. That means I'm online now. And like I said, this game is crossplay between platforms.
Right. This wouldn't have anything to do with the money you owe him, would it?
New militia recruits have been training night and day. They deserve a little praise. But I can't let them see me as soft.
mind giving them a cheer for me? Easy coin for you, a boost of confidence for the recruits, and I get to go on being the hard ass. Everybody wins.
I'll handle it. Well done.
Thanks. I hope they don't get used to it. Damn cold, isn't it? But at least we are safe. Beyond these walls, darkness reigns.
But like I said, I may not talk a lot in this episode, or in this session. This is technically session 1. And it includes session 1 part 2 as well, because I had to pause at one point because the stream sort of died on me, and then I had to restart it. So between restarting, I had to go eat lunch and then come back and stream it later. And that became session 1 part 2, but I'm including it both together in this video, so yeah. Now I'm able to have skirmishers as well as defenders, and then below that is the Reapers. And you unlock the Reapers at level 12. Getting the golem is going to be rather tricky, actually, and it will not be easy to get at first, because you got to be a certain level to unlock the golem that you get later on in the game as well. Let me see. You unlock the golem at level 25. And you unlock the skeletal mage at level 15. You unlock the skeletal mage at level 15, and you unlock the golem at level 25.
We were born in sin, children of darkness. But the Father's light can be sought through penitence and faith. Walk in the light. We must be ever vigilant against sin, brother.
Yes, Reverend Mother.
Let the light of Inarius burn away wickedness. Let not temptation lead you from his holy radiance. Let righteousness sear away corruption and sin. Cast out thy darkness, for only light must remain.
Cast out thine darkness, for only light must remain.
Is this the one from Nevesk?
Yes, Reverend Mother. Did Lorath not accompany you?
He sent me on without him.
Putting faith in that old man was a mistake. What could possibly be of greater import?
Lilith.
So, you know. We have received word from one of our knights of a demon sighting in Gale Valley. The description matches too closely to the sighting in Nevesk. If you would travel to Yelesna and take stock of the events there, you would have the gratitude of the Cathedral of Light. I had thought to send Lorath, but...
Again, he fails in his duty.
With or without Lorath, the will of Inarius shall be done. Here, take the Knight's report before you go.
Reverend Mother, I received a report of a potential demon sighting. Horned woman near Yelesna Mines. Performed routine inspection, nothing yet. Sent in priest and escort of knights. We'll report in when we find something.
His skill is unmatched. But as you can see, he's not so reliable.
It's not out of indifference. He went off searching for a pale man who accompanied Lilith.
So someone is helping her. How easily the souls of men sink to darkness. She is spawn of a prime evil. Mark my words, Nevesk was but the beginning. She will kill again. But our father, the angel Inarius, is prophesied to defeat her. Where there is faith, there need not be fear. One of our flock, the Watch Commander, Vigo, sent word of a demon sighting. A girl claimed to see a horned woman. The risk is too great to dismiss. Seek him out. He should be well into his search.
By the way, Session 1 Part 2 was actually streamed in 720p. That's another reason why I had to restart the stream.
For 100 generations, hell itself
I had to change the resolution because Twitch was freezing up on me.
They could not break him. He cast off his
At the time.
infernal shackles and returned to us. And now he will guide the faithful along the path of deliverance.
Well, claim the rewards. I probably didn't see that until later. I know I see it with my eyes right now, but back then I didn't. I still didn't click Y. I eventually click it. Those claim rewards things are basically earned for doing challenges and stuff as you progress in the seasons. So yeah.
Not while I'm in town.
And now that we're out in the world of Sanctuary, where you can see players running around, we are now online, guys. We are now able to play online with friends if I wanted to. Which means Alex Attack, if you want to stream this with me at some point, you can. If you ever want to get into streaming this game. You'll be streaming yours from the PlayStation. You say you're playing it through the PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 5. I'm playing it through the Xbox One or Xbox Series X. So, like I said, it is cross-play, so it is possible to play together on two different consoles. But would it be sacrilege if I'm streaming it from the Xbox and you're streaming it from the PlayStation and we're both playing together on those consoles? Would that be sacrilege? Oh my goodness. That's what crossplay is about. And not just cross-play, it's also cross-gen as well. Which means it's cross-play between the generations as well. Xbox One can play with Xbox Series X. PS4 can play with PS5. Yeah. I hope the Steam version is cross-play with PC. I don't know if it is or not. I will have to look that up. But in order to play Diablo 4 through Steam, it does require the Battle.net launcher for the Steam version as well to run. So, yeah. Probably could have said that earlier. But it's in the video. So, yeah. Here we are, killing some ghouls, some zombies.
Darkness encroaches on the light. Dull swords must be sharpened and armor polished.
Been working on this door for days. Not much else to do around here. Even less to sell. Should fetch a nice price.
I remember when there was a hanging only once in a while. Now, they happen every week.
Do you need? Prava sent me. I'm looking for Vigo.
You and that nuisance of a child both. Girl's been nagging us about that demon woman all week. Vigo's gone, looking into her claims. He should be at the mining camp north of here. Whole escort of knights went missing there last week, along with the girl's mother and another woman. Watch yourself out there.
There's another waypoint. More ghouls! More ghouls! Swinging my scythe left and right, chopping down some ghouls and demons. Got level 9! Here's some skeletons! I have my own army of skeletons! Oh, that poor deer. He got in the line of fire. He was in the group with the undead. Oh, no.
Not while I'm in town.
More strangers in the camp.
More strangers in the camp. Oh, here we go.
Are you Vigo? I was sent...
Hey! I know what I saw. She had horns like a beast. Strode right past where you stand. To think my mother's trapped in there with her. You let my mother through, sir. Shouldn't you be responsible for her safety?
But... we have soldiers stationed inside who...
You should be worried about them, too. Maybe you can help me. My mother and I studied the Horadrim. We were onto something big. But then she ran off. It's not like her to abandon the hunt.
Mines are closed on church orders. They're not safe. Especially not for children.
Do I look like a child to you?
She did.
The horned woman is the demon Lilith.
No, that can't be. My mother taught me that name. You speak of the daughter of hatred.
Did Prava mention me? She wasn't angry, was she?
There's more than your job at stake here.
Come on. Let's get this over with. The damn hoist is stuck. We've got to go on foot. Look out!
Hey, that's my mother's charm on your wrist.
It's mine now, girl. She gave it to me when I let her and her friend pass through.
Yes, I do go around destroying everything, because that's what I like to do. Break everything, right? Because you never know. Gold may drop, potions may drop. Well, in this case, gold.
It's locked.
And that chest you just saw is called a silent chest, and to open those, You have to have a silent key to be able to open it. And I didn't have it at the time, so I would end up having to go back to that mine later on to be able to open that chest.
I need more time.
There are a lot of silent chests all over the place in this game, too. It's not just the only spot. They're all over the place.
Maybe we should go back. Round up the knights.
And leave my mother in Lilith's care for as long as that will take? No. I'm going on.
Beams are too damn old. Shaking like leaves.
A dead end.
Skeleton Slayer! Slayed over 1,000 skeletons. That's another challenge. What can I say? I like swinging my slice left and right. Choppy, 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 chop, slice and dice.
About this place anyway? What would draw Lilith here?
Hell if I know. Prava doesn't tell us anything. No one goes in, nothing comes out. That's all. No lift. The jam must be deeper down.
Locked.
Over here. I can squeeze through to the other side.
Wait, hold on. And there she goes. Enemies approaching. Nowhere to go. Fight's coming to us this time.
And there's a tiny mini boss. Dreadful Blood Magus.
Open that door, girl! That was quick thinking.
Sure.
It's Magus or Magus?
Why would your mother leave you like that?
She wouldn't. Or she shouldn't have. I'm sure she had good reason.
Nightmare Revenant. You will come up to a lot of these enchanted enemies, by the way. They're called elites or champions. Then you also have your mini bosses and bosses. Dark Potential. Kill 20 enemies with shadow damage.
Damn mind's caving in.
Bloodthirsty Revenant. Vampiric. Oh, I'll be changing my gear a lot, just so you know. That's what you do in this game. You don't always stick with the same stuff, you know? Always check your gear score and upgrade your stuff as you find it. I don't recommend wearing whites and blues. I mostly recommend wearing yellows or oranges. Or greens. I think there's set items in this game too. Yellow, orange, and greens. Yellow is rare. Orange is legendary. And greens would be set items.
The tunnel's closed. We're trapped without the hoist.
I think they have set items in Diablo 4.
Look, there
You
she
just
is.
haven't found any yet. That is something I'm going to have to look up too.
That statue. It's her. The way I saw her.
Lilith.
We need to find my mother.
Going down the ladder.
Over there, the hoist. At last, a ride out.
How did you get stuck in there, little demon?
What happened?
I wonder how that happened.
We need reinforcements.
No, we can do...
What was that?
It came from beyond the gate.
Gate of Passima.
The escort. They're all dead. Over there!
A woman. Vigo. It was one of the women you sent. Only... she wasn't human. She was... a demon. Like the statue. Claims she mothered Sanctuary. It was a damn bloodbath.
The other woman, Venard. Where is she?
She begged for her life. Lilith spared her. Let her deeper in. Give up, girl. She's lost. Vigo, you must listen. Steel did nothing. Spells, prayers, all useless. Go to Corval. Tell Plow. Raise the army. The father. Evil itself mocks Sanctuary. Do this for me.
He is dead.
I'm done for. Your mother told me this trinket would bring good fortune. To think I trusted her.
She bribed you with it, didn't she? You weren't supposed to let her through at all. But it's not too late. She can still be saved.
Not by me. Not anymore. Prava will know what to do.
You're leaving us? Abandoning her?
There's nothing left to abandon. She's good as dead. I'm sorry, kid.
He really just left us. It's up to us now.
Yep, he's an asshole. Running like the coward he is. That's fear for you. Fear makes you run away. Fear also turns you into an asshole.
What is this?
Brava.
How your mind races. Yes, I am Lilith, mother
Vigo,
of
not Prava.
Daughter of hatred. I have what you seek. You hunger for knowledge. You dragged your child all over Sanctuary in pursuit of it.
No, I taught her how to survive.
Is that what you want to believe? Drop the act. You have questions. I have answers. I know the fabric of the cosmos.
Everything I've read has warned me against you.
You've read so much, yet know so little. Will you accept my offer?
I don't know. Will you let me try? I want to try.
Your mother is alive. She came this way with Lilith.
How can you be sure?
Sometimes I see visions of the past. I saw them.
What? How?
Lilith's petals. Her blood was fed to me once.
Yep. Vigo is scared out of his mind. That's why he ran for it. Not even Prava would be able to do anything about Lilith. Only I can deal with Lilith. Technically, our characters are still Nephilims with powers and stuff. Bone Spear is a good spell to use, by the way. But just know that it will drain your essence as you use it. Only use those that drain your essence when you need to. And we got level 11. No, we can't go that way. Although that is a door, but it's a door that won't open. At least not yet. What do we got here? It's the Black Lake. The Black Lake. Going down.
Ah, there.
There's another gate. Storm the gates. Courts of Dawn. Storming the gates. Pursues Lilith and Venard with Nyrelle.
So curious. You are eager to know why you were spared.
Yes.
Do you have faith in me?
I want to.
Good. For now, all you need know is that we are going to meet my son.
Rathma, the first necromancer.
He is that, and more. He is the key to my plans.
It sounds like they're searching for Lilith's son, Rathma. together.
Mother, what are you thinking?
Yep, Rathma is the first necromancer, and possibly the first vampire for the world of Sanctuary. Rathma was the first necromancer, but he was able to create vampires, werewolves, skeleton armies, zombies, anything you could think of that's undead. I don't know about the werewolf part, but werewolf would be more of a curse set upon you. And necromancers can be cursed too. But like I said, I will be streaming this on Twitch Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays, and on Tuesdays. So that's when you'll be able to catch me streaming this. On the Xbox version. And I will be uploading each part on Fridays. Possibly in the afternoon or the evening time. It's not suitable for mornings. I mean, it can be, but I don't know. I think it's more suited for afternoons or evenings, or even late nights. So I think I'm aiming for probably evening, around the time when we're having dinner or supper or whatever. This is quite a maze.
Again. Does Lilith know we're coming?
We got a Rosca. That was an elite monster.
Mastered your fear, but I still sense your pain. You miss your daughter.
My magpie. She's scared right now. She must be.
Go or stay. It is time to choose.
I trained her well. She's a good kid. Strong. She'll be all right.
You've chosen well, my child. To reach Rathma, we will need to cross a lake at the bottom of these ruins. It requires a ritual. I will teach you.
As you wish, Mother.
Good. You're ready for lesson 1. Blood is the key.
What did you see this time? I don't need sparing. Tell me.
Lilith plans to teach your mother a ritual. One that needs blood. Your mother seemed receptive.
We have to reach them.
Uh-oh. Clusters of dusk. I'm butchering these names. That is a crusher that I just took out. Oh, we're going back to town. Yes, there's loading screens in this game. I mean, what can you do? There's always going to be loading screens in games. They're never going to
Let's
get rid
have a
of
look
them.
at you,
It's impossible.
Buckles need reinforcing. This leather's cracked. What have you been getting yourself into, huh? Look, you live or die by the quality of your equipment. If you've the coin and materials, I can improve it for you.
You can take what's left.
I did that on purpose because I was looking to see if anything was green. I put that on to replace my old gear. So I could have just scrapped it all at once, you know, but... And here you can actually upgrade your gear as well. And it does use your gold when you do that, as well as the materials you find that require that upgrading item. Yeah, in this one, the blacksmith is able to upgrade your gear. So, it's going to be quite different from Diablo 3, where you can actually craft items. But for this one, now you're upgrading them. And we're also going to upgrade your This is where you can upgrade your healing potions.
You certainly have the look of someone who spends a lot of time in the wilds. I expect you'll also want some of my elixirs, but let's focus on your healing potion for now. I have some extra materials we can use this time. If you want to improve your healing potion further or craft any elixirs, you'll need to source your own ingredients. I'll not leave these walls. Never again.
Okay. So this is where you can upgrade your healing potions or make elixirs. Yes, I paused it for a reason. So to upgrade your potions, it goes from level 1, level 10, 20, 30, 45, 60, 70, 80, and then 90. 90 is superior healing potions. So yeah, you're able to upgrade your healing potions as you leveled up. So yeah. And here's where you can make elixirs and your crafting materials to make those elixirs.
Found a new boil on my hand that makes 17 so far.
And that was a healer I just clicked. They can heal you and replenish your potion. Back to the Cloisters of Dusk, eh? Oh, I tried to attack that. That was weird. It scared me at the time. I thought it was a trap, but it was actually something shooting out weapons. That's an oppressor. We got some vile ones, which is another version of the Fallen. Vile lunatic. succubuses? Oh my goodness. They're really diving into the Book of Evil. We'll just call it the Book of Damnation. And we just got level 12. Skeletal Warriors types unlocked. Reapers. I do end up changing them to Reapers, by the way, because they come in handy. Let's see. Dealing heavy damage every 10 seconds. It's a special wind-up attack. Yeah, and every time you do that, you have to resummon your minions. Those things, those diamond-shaped things on the far right are sacrifices. And if you have the sacrifices on, you will not be able to summon your minions. Just so you know. You will be solo no matter what. So I recommend if you're a necromancer, keep your minions. Or it's however you're building your character. You build it the way you want to, but if you're using sacrifices, you won't be able to have your minions. That goes for when you get your golem at level 25 as well. If you use sacrifice on the golem, you won't be able to have your golem with you. But with the golem's abilities, you'll be able to have that life. But yeah, I feel more safer as a necromancer when I have my minions with me. That way I have an army with me rather than being alone and solo. You know. That's just me, of course. What's happening? You can hear me over the game, by the way. Having to turn it down every time it gets loud on the volume. I hope you were able to hear me over the attack. There's still 59 minutes left of this video, so we are not done yet, guys. Well, what I'm getting the video from my screen, there's still 59 minutes left. But yeah. Like I said, this is going to be a long play video that's already been streamed, but being recorded over with my voice. If you're still watching up to this point, awesome. Make sure to click the like button, comment below, share with your friends out there, and click that subscribe button, and also click the notification bell to know when I upload new videos. All right. I like to draw up the map as well. That's why I like to go everywhere. Or clearing the fog, as you say, on the map, on the mini-maps. Ancient gate.
This area. It looks like the same kind of magic as before.
Why am I just standing there? There we go.
I think I can dispel it.
Remember, this was strength and quick on quick. So there may be times where I'm going to be standing there. I may cut those parts out, so then I'll upload it to YouTube. Yeah, we're really storming the
Yes!
Morning Shore. The cost of knowledge. Oh, we got a fight coming soon, guys, so get ready. Who's it gonna be? We will find
Not
out.
enough blood. Never enough blood. I will follow you to the ends of Sanctuary, Mother.
A priest. He must be from the escort Vigo sent. There
The
she is.
Black Lake.
Mother? Neyrelle? You're just in time. Beyond this lake lies the necropolis of the Firstborn. A trove of magic and knowledge. I opened the way for Lilith, but I could not pass through with her. I lack divine element, you see.
Stop.
But I can find it. I'm so close. I simply need...
Mother, stop! Look at what Lilith has done to you. You're writing in your own blood.
My little magpie. She awakened me. She showed me things I can't even put into words. Once I've finished, you will understand.
I don't care what she showed you. Please, let's just get out of here.
Oh, I see. Yes, clever magpie. Trying to lead me away so you can take all this for yourself. This is my discovery, not yours. I will finish these runes with your blood!
You must stop this!
Look at the gifts she's given me. won't take what's mine!
More essence. Out of essence. I need more essence.
By the way, if you're wondering, she's using her blood to summon those demons. Just saying. That's how she's summoning those demons. She's using her own blood. Blood magic.
I need more essence. I'm low on essence. Lack the required essence.
You were protecting me. I don't want to hate you. I'm trying. I really am. We're going to make Lilith pay for what she's done. So we need blessed blood. Go back to your Prava. Get that blessing. Beg if you need to. Whatever it takes. My mother started this damn ritual. I'm going to finish it. Meet me in the Mistral Woods.
Why there?
The Horadrim hid a vault there. Finding it was her life's work. So much for that. Maybe it will help with the ritual. If not, at least I can bury her where she'd want. I need time. I'm sorry. Just leave me.
Yeah, that fight was probably hard to watch for some of y'all, but yeah. She had to fight her own mother.
You, wanderer, I know what you are.
Oh. Okay, it's almost done. I was wrong on the time earlier. That's an oops for me. Major oops.
See that the kitchen is ready for tomorrow's service. Angels above, you've returned. The Reverend Mother will want to hear of this, but she's away at Kor Valar. Seek your blessing there. Everything is unfolding as Inarius foretold. Soon, he will be free to escape Sanctuary and return to the heavens where he belongs. As a girl, she was sick, plagued by constant seizures. But Inarius healed her. When I met her, I was a sinner. But her faith showed me what I could be. There's no one better fit to lead us.
Yeah, I had one job.
One of our defenses against the prime evils. We fight terror with faith, hatred with compassion. We've built the mighty towers at Kor Valar to withstand destruction. He was given a prophecy. Light piercing hatred's heart, it said. He knew what it meant. That he was fated to kill Lilith. And when he does, he will be redeemed. And he will ascend to the heavens once more.
Just note, the next session may not have my voice in it, because I'm probably going to be just exporting the rest of it, while the first one has my introduction to it, as well as my first talking. So the other sessions may not have my voice or this nice layout with it. So, just saying. Well, hope you guys enjoy up to this point, and for the other parts to come as well, make sure to click the like button, comment below, share it with your friends, add to favorites, and click that subscribe button, and also click the notification bell to know when I upload new videos. And yeah, I will be streaming this on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and on Tuesdays. And they will be uploaded or exported on Fridays. Alright, see you guys next time.